Hey friendos, in this video I show you why I love road building so much in CS2. And everything you see is possible in the vanilla game. This is a huge step forward compared to CS1. You'll see me extending the artificial river from last episode. Also we built an enormous highway bridge with on and off ramps to the arterial road below and a rail corridor with 4 tracks coming from the train station.
Okay, let's go.
At first we're starting to extend the Chicago River-inspired stream more into the land. Later we also connect it up to the sea again, so it's completely filled with water. The river has a lower level that can be used as a river walk, but to be honest I doubt it will be used by citizens at all because there aren't any shops or apartments down there, only a football stadium and some tennis courts. It will be connected with 1 cell wide alleys from the other level though, but I discovered that technique unfortunately only off camera.
Should I stay here? Should I stay here?
Here I placed down a football field. The idea behind that was a kind of anarchy game, where the huge highway bridge would cross the football pitch. In the end, it will be only a little corner, but I appreciate little things like that nonetheless. The river will also make a bend here, and the arterial road coming from the right of the screen will split in half, and one side of traffic is flowing right of the river or in the other direction on the left respectively.
Should I stay here?
Now I had a little problem. Where should I fit the train tracks? At first I wanted to bend them to the left, but then I already had placed the football pitch and there wasn't much room anyway. It would be nice if we had a terminus station, so I simply could end them somewhere, but now I have to find a way to lay them out in a way that makes sense, and I haven't yet figured out how I can do that. For now they bend right and follow the river. Maybe they end at a cargo station or in a tunnel somewhere around there, we will see. To be fair, with the layout of the rail tracks and the huge arch bridge above it, everything fits together so nicely and is even more messy and complicated, and I love stuff like that. This area is mainly inspired by the area around the high bridge above the Harlem River in New York between Manhattan and the Bronx. One of my favorite places of all of New York. Yeah, I know I use a national road bridge with only one direction on each side. This is not optimal, but I wanted this exact look of the bridge, otherwise it wouldn't look that cool at all. That's by far my most favorite bridge of the game, but also really tricky to use. Now I connect the highway with the arterial road below with several on and off ramps in every direction, like that the whole area also functions as a service interchange for this part of downtown. Some ramps may be a bit steep, but I think it will be fine. This part is probably my most favorite part of the build. Sometimes you can stack roads on top of each other and this looks extremely cool. It's a bit hard and tricky to build, but when everything ends up working, it brings that extra spice. At this one part, I had to downgrade the pedestrian road to a 1-cell wide alley so another pillar could fit in here. This was necessary to get the 90-degree turn to the arterial road. I wish we would have more control over the pillar placement. Before the distance was definitely too wide, but now there are a bit too much of it. In this chapter, we will extend the highway to the other side of the river. I also added a nice touch to it, because we will see an apartment block rise above the highway. Stuff like that you'll also see a lot in New York, because it seems that every little available space got used to build something there. I don't know how the noise and air pollution are there for the residents of these blocks, but it definitely looks cool. Here I also had to build another exit ramp so cars can drive in the other direction. Because of the really steep terrain, the layout is really curvy, and one side had to bend under the bridge and back again for a somewhat smooth gradient. I also placed down another sports field and landscaped the hill around it, so it looks like there was a hill there for the whole time. I think this whole area will make more sense when the land around it gets developed more. Like that the buildings are a bit far away from the rest of the city and they don't even have proper road access, but I can't build everything at once, of course. To get some nice cinematics, I had to fill some gaps that were still empty around the whole Interchange build. I wanted to integrate everything in a highly urban landscape because we're only a short distance away from the upcoming downtown, and we had some already established mid-rise areas already. In the part below the highway, you'll see me only placing trees in the time-lapse, but I changed that off camera. It felt like the areas were too disconnected from each other, so I filled the space with some more housing, and I also found a really cool technique to get sound barriers for rail tracks. You simply have to place a one-lane highway next to it and upgrade it with sound barriers on one side. After that, you had to connect the lane with a normal road to get rid of the disconnected symbols. This looks extremely cool in the cinematics. Let me know what you think. Up here I'll build some more mid-density housing, consisting of huge apartment blocks, some mixed-use corner shops, and some more row houses to get a better transition from the row houses next to the university. I also laid down a tram line. The tram tracks will bend onto the street that goes downhill towards the river. There will be another small industrial area located, I guess. I don't have demand for high-density residential right now, and this drives me crazy, because I love these buildings so much. I think the city needs more jobs because my education should be fine. I'm at 14% unemployment. Do you have any idea how to get my high-density demand back again? So now we'll see the buildings spawning in, and that's basically it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit the like button if you did. When you really enjoy my content, you could consider supporting me on Patreon to also get access to the save games every episode. I thank all my Patreons so much for your unbelievable support, and I hope you have a nice rest of the day. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.